Well, the markets have exploded. I mean, we continue to go higher, but we don't get enough data behind it to help the market go higher. I mean, first of all, the tax plan is horrible the way it's laid out. It punishes the middle class. It punishes the small business. So why would I want to buy into that? We've got a market that's on no growth. GDP, even at the 3% that they imagine that it's at, is not good 3%. It's more of consumable goods that we're not rebuilding the country. And the companies themselves are not spending they're not putting capital expenditures in their own companies. They're buying back stock. So what makes me think that this is going to continue? This time is not going to be different. The market will correct at some point, and I don't think it'll be before the end of the year, but at some point there will be some pressure on the market, and we're going to realize that the amount of debt we have built is ridiculous. I mean, the credit card and student loan debt is bigger than the housing debt bubble in 2008.
We've been saying this for some time, though, Todd, haven't we? I mean, I guess the concern here is, and this is something you and I have discussed before, the market keeps going up. There has been concerns about a pullback, a correction in this market for the last almost 6 to 12 months. I guess we're just past the election, really, was when people started saying, okay, hang on a second, when are we going to pull back from this? Now, if you'd sat on the sidelines at that point, you would have missed out on a massive, massive rally. And I guess that's the concern that investors have, and that is the fear that's driving the market up, that fear of missing out.
FOMO, the fear of missing out, is right. And again, I want to say one thing to all investors. I didn't sell out of my long-term portfolio. My IRAs are still invested in the market, but as a trader, I know that this market is not going to the sky. I know there's going to be a sell-off. To try to pick the top would be ridiculous, as you and I both know. I mean, I thought the top was in 2,500 points ago or 3,000 points ago. So again, I don't think that I can pick the top, but one thing I can see is that there's a lot of bad things fundamentally out there that the market itself is waiting for a reason to go lower. We don't know what that reason is. We know it's not nuclear war because they didn't get worried about North Korea. We know that it has nothing to do with terrorist attacks because we didn't get worried about those. But something's going to strike this market funny at some point, and we're going to see a big sell-off. Now, at the end of the day, the market goes up 8% year over year, just not every year. So I would not sell as an investor. I wouldn't be trying to time this market. But as a trader, I don't want to be long here. As a trader, I want to find a place to sell it because the most money in the next cycle is going to be made to the downside, not the upside.